Good morning. You are listening to Table for Two with Naomi Nachman on the Nachum Segal Network. Our show is sponsored by Natural and Kosher Cheeses, where quality and flavour matter. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Naomi Nachman, and I'm about all the food, all the time. I love food. I love to shop for it, cook it, eat at restaurants, anything food related. I'm a kosher personal chef. My business is called the Aussie Gourmet. I give cooking classes. I cook for Shabbat, for Yom Tov, for Pesach. I know it's getting closer and closer. Anytime you don't feel like cooking, you can give me a call. I hope you'll tune in every week and hear about my exciting food adventures, my kosher food traveling, my sharing of great recipes and ideas, and my amazing guests. But I also want to hear about your food experiences too. So email me, naomi@nachumsegal.com. You can join my fan page on Facebook, the Aussie Gourmet. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Got it all in. Make this a conversation with me. If you eat something great, you made something great, want to let me know about a great ingredient, please give me a call and I will be very happy to share and announce you on the air. Okay, I'm just making sure I have my right notes here. Okay, a very exciting show we have lined up. I hope that everyone is sitting down, and it's Friday morning, so maybe you're not sitting down, but you're going to brace yourself for a crazy show. I've got Gabriel here, who represents the Royal Wines, and the KFWE 2016 is coming up this Monday. So we're going to be chatting with him, and of course, a guest who I've been wanting to have for pretty much almost a year since he opened up his restaurant. I have Sruly Eidelman of Izzy's Brooklyn Smokehouse. So, welcome to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. This has been a really, really, really intense show, and I'm really, it's going to be a really intense show, and I'm really excited to have wine and barbecue. Who'd have thought the two would go together? But they do great. So let's just chat with Gabriel. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
People are going to be surprised. No Jay.
Absolutely.
We have to change it up a little. Jay could not make it, and he said the best guy to have on the show to talk about KFW is going to be Gabriel. So thank you very much for joining us.
A pleasure.
Okay, how is this show going to be different from any other show that you've had there? Because what year number is this? How many years?
I think it's the 10th edition.
Ah, wait, you have an accent. I know that.
I do have an accent.
Where are you from?
Well, originally I'm from Switzerland. I've spent quite a few years in Israel as well.
Okay, because I hear definitely like a lot going on there. How long have you been in New York?
7 months, 8 months.
Oh, so you're
Since June last year, yeah.
I thought you were going to say like 10 years. I'll say I'm here 25 years. But, so you're still fresh off the boat.
You could say that, yeah.
Your English is excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So you must know a lot about wines living in France and Israel.
Well, never lived in France, Switzerland.
Switzerland,
but,
sorry.
Yeah. I learned a lot about wine over the years. Wine is my passion. It's my job too.
Lucky you, right? We're doing that as well.
Absolutely.
Right, it's really our passion and our job. Right, DK? Our passion and our job. Okay, and have you always worked since you came, you started working for Royal?
No, I just started recently.
Okay.
Only about 6 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. He's really new on the scene. I like that. We have a newbie. Okay, great. So have you ever been to a KFWE before?
I've been to the KFW in Miami, which was in December.
Ah, nice. I'd like to go to that one. Is it?
Oh, it's very nice. It's
okay.
very nice.
Well,
highly recommend it.
The one in New York is also crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be amazing this year. We have over 20 restaurants.
Can you tell us which restaurants are there?
I can tell you about a few. It's going to be Reserve Cut.
Reserve Cut? ZK, we were just talking about that. Reserve Cut? All right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's going to be a lot of food vendors. There's going to be a lot of great food. We have a boat. It's the show is at the Chelsea Piers, Pier 60 at the Chelsea Piers. And we're going to have a yacht with lots of great wines for the VIP.
Now, what was the VIP? What does that mean? I saw that online. What does that mean?
So we have a special VIP section, which is on that boat, which I was talking about, with very special wines, library wines.
What's a library wine?
What's a library wine?
All the questions are coming at you.
Exactly. Library wine is high-end wine, which has been aged. So usually what we feature at the show in the main part of KFWE are all the new vintages of all the wines which we represent here in America. But on the boat, the special wines, those that have been at previous shows years ago, but now have become greater wines than ever before, are going to be poured there to the crowd. And it's going to be amazing.
But you have to have a
see the
special
evolution
ticket
of
for that. You have to have a special
Absolutely.
ticket.
Special tickets, which are all sold out.
Yeah, they sold out within hours, I think Jay told me a couple months.
Yes,
as soon as it went on.
yes, they sold out very quickly, very quickly.
That's cool. So it's
Oh, yeah.
these are aged wines that have been put away for a while, and now they're kind of like the Disney vaults.
Exactly.
They're coming out of the Disney vault. Every couple of years they'll release an old Disney movie, and you have to run in and buy it for a certain amount of time, and then they put it back in the vault.
Absolutely.
So this is like the Herzog vault.
Exactly. That's the Herzog vault, you could say.
What's
that.
the most expensive bottle there?
What's the most expensive bottle there? That's a good question.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I would believe it's probably going to be the Chateau Pontet-Canet 2003.
Okay, I could not repeat what you just said for $100. Could you?
Absolutely not.
Chateau Bal. Okay, go. Say it again.
Pontet-Canet.
Pontet-Canet. Okay, yeah. What is that?
So that's a wine from Bordeaux, French wine.
Real
From
French.
the Pauillac appellation. It's probably one of the greatest kosher wines ever made.
Who makes it?
Who makes it? Well, it's the Chateau Pontet-Canet, and our team in France is doing the kosher run. So we do not have a new vintage of this wine. However, it's one of the big surprises. It's not gonna be longer. It's not gonna be any more surprise from now on. But we're gonna have the Chateau Grand Puy du Casse, which is from the same appellation, also a fifth grove.
What does
So-
appellation mean?
So appellation is a sub-region in Bordeaux. It could be in
Bordeaux is
Spain.
an area in France.
Exactly, it's a specific wine growing area. For example, we said Pauillac is an appellation. Champagne is an appellation.
Right, where champagne comes from.
Napa Valley is an appellation too.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so how much does that wine bottle cost? I'm sorry, I'm so curious.
It's a collector item,
It's a
so there's
Do we
gonna be
need a
some
drum roll?
fluctuation.
We need a drum roll for that.
But I guess you could probably get it. I mean, if you have the right connections for
You have
about
to have connections.
$150, maybe $200 a bottle.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 1,000.
No.
Oh.
Still reasonable.
You're not bad for a kiddish one, right? No, just joking. Okay, we love our Kedem Royal wines. My husband loves the Crema Lager. That's his. I know. I'm trying to train him. Jay and I are working on him, trying to get.
That's fine too. You know,
There's something for everyone,
there's
right?
something for everyone. Exactly.
Okay, so we're going to have a big show. Is it going to be very crowded? Because that's been a lot of feedback over the years that you get pushed and shoved and hard to get
There are
to.
gonna be lots of people. However, the venue there at the Chelsea Piers is quite big, and the fact that we have the boat, as I said before, for the VIP section, allows for more space for everybody. And yes, there are gonna be lots of wines being poured from all over the world, from Israel, from Spain, from Italy, from California, of course.
Australia? You have-
Australia as well, yes.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
Teal Lake,
Teal
for
Lake.
example. Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, many people are getting more and more into wine over the past few years, and of
Well,
course, into food.
Isn't that the goal of KFWE? Is introduce the world to wine, and then
Absolutely.
if you give them a tasting, they love it, and then they buy more, and then
Exactly.
it's a cycle.
The only way to understand more about wine and to get to know the wines is simply to taste them. And
Do
there
we-
are going to be hundreds of wines.
Do we have a list of restaurants out there that we're gonna
I
find
do
out?
not have it on me, but I will make sure to send it to you.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna try to load that up on my Facebook page or Instagram page. Maybe ZK, we can look that up before the end of the show to see the list of wines. Will it be on KFWE16.com? That's how you have a look. That's
yes.
probably yes. That's how you look. So I'm directing everyone there.
It's kfw.com.
16.com or NY or something.
ny.com for New York, and we have also our show, which is coming on Wednesday in LA.
In LA. So I'd like to go to that one. That would be
yeah.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to
It's
be
worth
there Monday and then you jump on a plane and you go to LA on Wednesday.
That's correct.
Oh, what a life. What a life. Yeah, I thought going to chop competitions in Chicago was going to be fun. This is like, ooh.
And Jay was in London, also for our show there. We have a show in France. We have a show in Israel.
It's really nice that this has become like a part of a thing that Royal Wines does. It's very clever marketing, even though they have to work on the social media component. But very nice.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. So let's try some wine, and I'm going to bring in Sruly, AKA-tezy, to join us and have a good schmooze. And then let's try the wine before we try the food, and then we'll mix it all up.
So we have the Baron Herzog Chenin Blanc Viognier. So it's a blend of two white varieties, both originating from France.
Now,
ladies first.
Oh, thank you. And this is ZK. I always have ZK. Pour for me. And then we'll pour for ZK. And then you'll pour for you and for Izzy, aka Sruly. So we're doing it the other way around now. Now, these are the generic KFWE wine glasses. It's a multi-purpose wine glass. Usually white wine has a narrower opening and the red one has a wider to let it aerate.
Mm-hmm.
See, I've been taught well by Jay.
Absolutely. But this glass is also fine for both, for the matter of tasting. Of course, at home, I personally have many types of wine glasses.
I'm sure you do.
For different varieties, different types of wine. So it's always very interesting to see the differences between the different wines using the proper glasses for it.
Right, it's all about the proper glasses.
It's not all about the glass necessarily.
I use a beer mug.
But it does enhance the aromas.
You should know, I don't even drink my cream lager out of a kiddish cup. I make my husband pour it to me in a glass. I'm such a glass snob. Like I drink milk out of glass, coffee out of glass, wine out of glasses. I'm fussy. I don't know why.
I use a beer mug.
A beer mug. I like that. Okay, a chalice. A chalice is what they used to drink wine out of, which is a huge metal cup. Okay. Are we swirling? We're swirling.
Exactly, we're swirling the wine.
Everybody's swirling.
Looking at
if
the
you
color.
guys could see, you guys can tune into Nachum Segal Net on YouTube and watch us swirling our wine. Okay, now what should we do?
So first we look at the color of the wine. It's a bright, light gold, more like straw actually. It's very nice wine.
Straw-coloured wine.
Straw-coloured wine.
I'm just going to snap a picture of ZK holding up his wine because he looks hilarious swirling his wine over there. Okay, there you go. There you go, ZK. There'll be an up on Instagram later on today. All right.
Then we swirl the wine in the glass to give it some air for all the aromatics to come out. And then we simply smell it.
Okay. It smells great. Okay. Everyone's going to have to say the bracha all together. Okay. Great. So we're going to smell it now. I'm going to make the bracha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haborei pri hagafen. Amen. Okay. Lovely. Oh, see how he's swishing around his mouth? Gabriel's swishing the white wine around his mouth. Sruly, what do you think?
Delicious.
It's good, right? But white wine should be drunk and a little bit chiller than what this is right now.
Absolutely.
It's a bit warm in the studio. Look at CK. Look how happy he is. He's very tired. It smells divine. Okay, great.
Because you like it.
I like it. I love white wine. Are you a red wine guy or a white wine guy?
Oh, I'm all kinds of wine.
Ah, good answer. Good
Sparkling
answer.
wine, white wine, dessert wines.
Anything wine. I like the white wine family. I was very lucky to be in Israel last month, and we went to Shiloh Winery, and we basically had wine. Amichai Luria sucked it out of the barrel with a, what do you call it, the siphon?
Yeah.
And then he poured it into wine glasses, and it was like, I don't even know what the word is, that it wasn't quite yet had the sulfites in it. Is that possible?
No, it's not the sulfites.
it was something.
It's really, I mean, I don't know which wine you tasted there.
It was a lot of red.
A lot of red.
It was a lot of red. They were very, very, very good. And we learnt to do this. The guys were doing this. The other guys were doing
Looking
that
at
with
the
us.
color.
Look at the colour, and it had this white rim around it. I don't know. Putting their hand against the wine glass. It was very cool. It was a bit too dry for us. We liked it. But they had a Chardonnay that was out of this world. So I brought some back. We'll have that.
Very nice. Well, you're gonna see Amichai at the show.
Yeah, I told him he
and,
better be coming in.
Taste all these wines again.
Yeah. And there's so many wines. I mean, there's hundreds of wines, literally. Maybe 1,000 wines at the KFWE. So let's try a little bit of red, and then we're going to switch over and chat to Sruly over there.
Definitely.
And
So it's a very exciting wine, actually.
Look how excited he is. I love when people are like, okay, this is everyone has a red wine glass. Okay. And this is for ZK. There you go. I've got you back. Oh, that's from Segal.
Yes.
Oh, I'd like to show everyone the beautiful bottle. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. This is a fantastic show we are having on Table for Two. Right here on the Nachum Segal Network. We're talking with Gabriel Geller from the Royal Wine Corporation, who's talking to us a little bit about KFW, which is coming up this Monday. I'm sure by now all tickets are sold out, but we did warn you when we had Jay a couple of months ago that you needed to get your tickets. And we are drinking some wine. We have Sruly Eidelman from Izzy's Barbecue in Brooklyn, and now we're going to try some red wine.
So this is the Psagot Sinai. It's a brand new wine from Psagot Winery. Psagot Winery is a boutique winery in the Jerusalem mountains, north of Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
This wine is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Shiraz. Shiraz, which is probably the number one red grape variety in Australia.
There you go.
There you go.
I did not know that.
And also the blend itself, the Cabernet Sauvignon and Shiraz blend, is also an Australian invention, you could say.
Really?
Absolutely.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. I can hear you go, oi, oi, oi.
So you could say that this wine is in a Nossi style.
Okay.
It is from Israel. It has all the characteristics
And
of the
Aussie
wines
Israel,
from
yeah.
the Jerusalem mountains.
Oh, it smells divine. I hope it's going to taste as good as it smells. I can imagine. Oh,
Let me know.
We haven't had this, okay? Okay. Sruly, what are your thoughts?
I have this every Shabbos. It's probably one of the best valued wines out there now.
Well, thank you. I'm really happy you like it.
This is great. It's a little tannins, right? Like a little acidy without the gritty, right? A little grit.
So there are some tannins, of course. The tannins is like the astringency, like really when you swallow the wine, it's drying out your mouth, which is perfectly normal, as this is a 2014, so it's a pretty young wine. So it has some bite. The tannins are there really to pair wonderfully with meat, especially with smoked meat.
Oh, what a perfect segue
Absolutely.
to introduce.
And with brisket in
Sruly.
particular.
Did you say brisket?
I said brisket.
I'm so glad you said brisket. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Sruly, welcome. This is amazing. We finally got to have you here. You're going to stick around. We're going to eat and drink our way through the rest of the show. That was a great lead off there. Like, we could not have planned that. Sruly, when you smell that wine, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking this is going to be a great meal.
Okay.
Something that's really going to enjoy it, and it pairs really well with smoked meats as well, and especially the value on the bottle.
Yeah.
is really,
What is this value?
So this is under $20.
I love that. And you know what? It's beautiful. It makes a gorgeous gift. It actually has this gold medallion on it. I don't know if we can see that there. Do we see that? It's like
It's an ancient coin.
it's an ancient coin.
Which was found by the founder of the winery, Yaakov Berg. When he built the winery, he found an old wine cellar dating back to the days of the Beis Hamikdash. And he found that coin was there buried in that cave. And so it became the symbol of the winery.
I think it's lovely to have that on there. It makes a beautiful gift and a beautiful looking bottle, and of course it's delicious. So, okay, Sruly, talk to me. When did you start this idea of having, because you did not go to chef school. You're not a trained chef, right?
This was not ever an idea at any point. This was pure passion driven, and this is a big part of Ari White. A few years ago, I was at a Park Slope pop-up.
Okay.
And I heard about, you're watching on TV these food shows constantly, and you see these, barbecue Southern style, and you're like, we never get to have that. And then I heard a friend of mine mention that there's this guy from El Paso, Texas, who does barbecue pop-ups. My wife and I, were like, absolutely, we have to go down. We probably spent $200 there within an hour, and we just ordered the whole menu over and over, and we're like, oh my god, this is amazing. And like, I have to, something I want to do in my house as a hobby. I can't schlep to Yonkers or to Upper West Side every time. I want to do this as my house as a hobby. So I went to the supermarket probably a few weeks after, bought a piece of brisket, gorgeous piece of trimmed first cut brisket. Tried to put it on my gas grill. It was the most disgusting thing I ever ate in my entire life.
I love that.
And
That's a good story.
pretty much then I just started to do research and a lot of reading, and I bought myself a smoker and just became addicted to that. I was working, back then I was working full time for a building supplies company. I worked from 8 to 6 every day, so this was done after work. I would go, stay overnight at my parents' house who had a backyard because I have an apartment. So I didn't really have anywhere to smoke, so I'm running from work back and forth. The first time I ever actually smoked a brisket, 3 in the morning, I saw 3 fire trucks pull outside my parents' house. 3 in the morning, and they're smelling around, looking.
Their mouths are watering.
They're looking for a fire, but they don't see any. And I come outside at 3 in the morning. I point them to my mom's backyard. Like 4 firefighters walking, like check 1, 2, guys smoking a brisket. We're all good. And pretty much from then on, it hasn't stopped pretty much. And I decided that at a certain point, it's something I love doing. I love competing. I love this. I love what I'm doing. If I could bring this, make this my job as well, why not? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And pretty much, almost 2 years after starting this whole thing, I'm still obsessed with it every day. I still eat my brisket every day, and something hopefully I'll be doing the rest of my life.
Amen.
And I want to do it.
Amen. I hope you check your cholesterol every once in a while.
I tried.
I actually just went now, and because from all the amazing food I get to eat from my guests and my restaurants and my friends, like, I better check the cholesterol. Thank God it was good, so I can keep on eating your brisket. So,
awesome.
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Okay, this is Table for Two with Naomi Nachman on the Nachum Segal Network. Our show is also heard on Arut Sheva English Radio. We're going to take a break and we're going to do our What's for Dinner segment. We're going to move away from barbecue and away from wine, and we're going to talk about something for Shabbat, because I thought, seeing it's Erev Shabbat, we're always looking for new ideas of what to make for our What's for Dinner segment, sponsored by, I don't know if I said it, but I'll say it again. It's the wonderful and amazing Gourmet Glatt, where I buy all my food, all my crazy ingredients are always there, and if they don't have it, they'll get it in for you. The other day I was making, I had some gefilte fish, and I forgot to buy salmon. I always make chreimi, or Moroccan salmon, and I forgot to buy the salmon. It was Erev Shabbos, and I only had gefilte fish, and I had all the ingredients to make the chreimi. So what I did was I made the chreimi sauce, which is a spiced tomato sauce. And I then took my gefilte fish, I defrosted it, I added in some panko crumbs to make it firm, and I rolled my gefilte fish into little balls, and I threw it into my chreimi sauce. So I had gefilte fish with chreimi sauce. Do you know what chreimi is? You lived in Israel. It's a Moroccan dish, and the chreimi sauce is so easy. You sort of just, this is my version, okay? It might not be a traditional Moroccan Levana Kirschenbaum's version. This is the Naomi Nachman version, which my family loves. It's actually on my blog, theaussiegourmet.com. I saute an onion, some olive oil, add a tablespoon of curry powder, or you can do cumin if you don't like curry. You add in some chickpeas, about a can, 32 ounce can of crushed tomatoes, a bit more cumin, a bit more cayenne pepper, some garlic. Stir it all up. A chopped up fresh tomatoes, some cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, I'll always give you the alternative of using parsley. I cook the sauce down, so I've got this nice red, thick chickpea almost sauce. I throw in my balls of frozen gefilte fish, which I've defrosted and mixed the panko crumbs into. I throw that into my chreimi sauce. If I need a little bit more water, I'll add a bit more water. And I cook the fish in the sauce for about 45 minutes. It is so good, and I've served it hot and I've served it cold. Both are excellent, so make sure you try that, and it freezes great. So if you've already cooked it and you need to, one of these prepare in advance, you can make it on Wednesday, freeze it, and just defrost it on Friday. I love when we make things easy for ourselves. So that's a really great recipe. And that was our What's for Dinner segment, sponsored by our friends at Gourmet Glatt. We are right here in the studio talking wine and talking food. And now we're going to have a little feast. So let's start with what have we got cooking up over there? Cooking up. He's already cooked it and smoked it for like how long?
anywhere from 12 to 18 hours.
12 to 18 hours. So when I say my gefilte fish cooks for 45 minutes, that's like nothing for you. You can do 45 minutes on your head.
We can make the veggies in 45 minutes.
All right, so let's try some of this exciting food. And make sure everyone gets down to Crown Heights. Look, everybody knows you've become such a hotbed of, food goss and...
Simple guy who likes to eat good food, that's it.
Simple guy who loves to eat good food. You know what? That's what it's all about, right?
Absolutely.
Good food, good wine.
Couldn't agree more.
Good ingredients. Good ingredients. So what cut of briskets do you use? Can we hear him if he doesn't have the mic next to him? Or should I? Can we... Gabriel, do you want to... Okay, Sruly's actually standing because he's going to slice us up a feast.
Sorry about that. So anyways, we do 2 kinds of brisket by us. We do the whole packer, which is the first and second cut combined. And then we do second cut fatty brisket, which I brought here today. You see the brisket is nice and pliable. It's going to be a gorgeous brisket. We're going to have a even better time eating it.
Okay, that sounds good. You had us at eating it. Okay, now why is it wrapped in saran wrap? You just did that after to keep it warm?
Part of it is there's one thing cooking the brisket and making it great, but then you have to hold it for dinner service as well. So that's one of our holding techniques.
So, I have a garbage. Okay. No, live in the studio a mess. If Nachum would be here now, he'd be so happy eating all this brisket. Okay. It's okay, we're going to eat again. You know what I find? That coleslaw just goes so well with barbecue food, whether it's smoked or grilled. Can you tell us the difference between, like Brian was talking a little bit about last week when I had him on the show from Chicago, the difference between what people think is grilling hamburgers and hot dogs, I'll call that a barbecue, and to what you do.
So what I consider barbecue is something that you cook low and slow. When what you refer to when you say hot dogs and hamburgers, that's something using a direct heat fire to cook the product. When I mention barbecue, it's pretty much you're doing low and slow, meaning the fire is not directly under the food, and it's the smoke is what's cooking the food, and that's what I refer to as barbecue, and that's the true way of barbecuing, in my opinion. It's taking that old tradition of just wood and fire and simple ingredients, which we just use salt and pepper pretty much.
Really?
Salt and pepper and some Spanish paprika. If anybody asks me my rub, they're like, you obviously have to have 18 ingredients. I'm like, no, we'll just have salt and pepper, some Spanish paprika, and we let the beef speak for itself. That is the idea. And, using a clean fire and clean wood, and that's better than any rub or better than any sauce or anything.
Okay, beautiful. Okay.
That's the brisket we have today.
Okay.
Then I brought you as well some treats today. We do
treats. We love treats.
This is actually we do a veal bacon. We do a 2-week house cured smoked veal bacon, which we're gonna have today as well.
It's okay. We're gonna cry. It's 9 in the morning, and we're gonna be eating this.
This thing you could put in on anything. Donuts. You could put it in. You could put on burgers, on sandwiches.
Donuts.
On anything.
Oh, yummy! I would totally do that.
Then as well, we have some. Let's see which one this is first.
Sruly's actually, for those of you who are listening and not on the YouTube channel, our audience, a majority are listeners, so they're not seeing. But I'm going to describe the little feast that he's actually plating this up now. He's opened up this brisket. He's making us a platter. We've got chicken. What's that?
So far we have 18-hour smoked brisket. We got veal bacon, and now we have our new item, which we're probably going to put on the menu soon, which is pulled beef empanadas, which is smoked beef, which we smoke for 18 hours, pull it apart, and we do this house Memphis-style sauce. And then we put in these empanadas and we fry them. And we put it with a horseradish sauce on the side. Horseradish mayo.
You came on a great show.
On the sauce. Then we have...
What a good job I have, right? I have the best job ever. Thank you, Nachum and Miriam. Thank you, ZK. And thank you to my guests.
Then we have our next item is one of our, is my go-to item whenever I'm hungry, is our smoked and fried wings, which is...
smoked and fried.
And fried. You got smoked and fried, the two best things. It does not get better than that, right?
It's like bend and snap. Okay.
Which you have some of those, which is glazed after in a honey, lime, and some other ingredients which I cannot say, which I cannot disclose.
It's a secret.
It's a secret as well, which is one of my go-to items. Then we have over here, obviously you guys can't see this, but this is a pit smoked beans, which is beans which we put on our smoker. Has some pulled beef inside as well.
I'm just saying I'm tearing up, okay?
Only issue is we're not going to have to fit this all in a tray, but we're going to.
Okay, we have plates. Don't worry, we have plates.
Gonna make it happen. And then for the last item, which you were saying about slaw before.
Slaw. I'm about the slaw. I love coleslaw. I know Ari, when he does his pop-up, cannot put mayonnaise because it can't hold out with the heat because he's outdoor all day, but you're inside.
I actually agree with...
He's agreeing with Ari.
So I actually agree with Ari. I'm very, I've had mayo slaw all my life, every Shabbos. Your mother
yeah,
mayo
the
slaw from here. So we have actually a vinegar slaw, which between the barbecue sauce and the peppery of the brisket really works well with the barbecue.
Okay.
And then we do more of a sweet pickle.
Can we hear that? Sweet pickle, great. Sweet pickle. Okay. Oh, that's a red slaw. Oh, beautiful.
We do a purple cabbage, and we do our own pickles as well.
Of course
Pretty
you
much.
do.
And this platter, I guess we're gonna have to call it the Naomi platter as of today.
I love that. Okay, I'm just photographing that. Okay, we're taking some pictures of that. So if you want to go to Izzy's and just ask for the Naomi platter, they're like, what? Okay.
Obviously, I don't put barbecue sauce on the meat because if the meat's not good enough on its own, then it's a shame. So I give you sauce on the side as an option.
I love that. Okay, so we're going to pass that around. We're going to talk about each one individually a little bit. It's amazing that you've never gone to school, that you're self-taught. It's such a beautiful thing. ZK, can I make you up a little platter? Here's one happy engineer. I bet Yavrami would be sad that he's not here today. Okay, I'm just putting a little bit of everything on your plate. I'm giving some smoked brisket, and this goes with this, right?
This goes with that. The horseradish sauce goes with the wings and the empanadas. You can have horseradish mayo with anything, in my opinion.
Okay, ZK, I'm making a little feast. And I see I take care of you. Okay, and we need a wing. And, yeah. Okay, this looks wonderful.
Some sauce as well.
Was it very hard? I remember when you first were opening up, there was a lot of talk about you had a lot of delays with opening up the restaurant.
Because we actually burn only wood in our. We don't have any gas, and we don't have anything like that in our. And our smokers are all natural cooker, and it's something that's still new to New York City. So just as far as I was calling the fire department day and night, and no one had an answer for me. What kind of permit do you need? What kind of this? So it was a struggle opening up. But thank God, good things don't come easy.
Yeah. A lot of hard work. Do you have to stay up overnight? Who stays up with your food? Like 16 hours, you just throw it in the oven like that expression, set it and forget it? No way.
No, absolutely not. So I actually have, in the beginning, I was there all night and all day because, I have almost $10,000 worth of meat in the smoker. You're not going to just go to bed.
At one time?
That's certain. When you do events and stuff, absolutely.
Oh, my God.
So as of now, we're running a 24/6 operation. I have staff on site 24/7, 24/6 better. Because the smoker has to maintain, the fire has to be controlled. All those components are keys to making great barbecue. So it's a lot of, there's no shortcuts in barbecue. People tell me you could set it and forget it, but it's all hard work, and that's what we're trying to do.
I was actually out at, I can never say it, South Side Smoke Shop out in New Jersey. Yossi Mutterpearl, he's actually going to come on the show in a couple of weeks. I'm trying to get him hopefully soon. And he has this. Have you seen his smoker?
I have actually, yeah.
But it's like there's one outside and one inside where he can just put stuff in the oven overnight.
Correct.
But I don't understand how all this stuff works. Like, do you have to feed the smoke?
Every half hour we're feeding our fires, pretty much. We're up all night.
I love this.
Thank you.
This is what is this?
Pulled beef empanadas.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Thank you.
ZK is so happy.
And it works really well with wine.
Okay, which one? The red or the white?
The red.
You're right.
Okay, so we're going to try a little bit of the red. I think Ari White definitely got us all excited. But the different people that I've met along the way that have taken smoked barbecue, like Mendel. Let's talk about Mendel. We love Mendel. He's made his own spice rub, his own sauces.
Yeah. Mendel's going to big places. Solid guy, nicest guy in the world. What's amazing about the barbecue community in general, like I'm friends with plenty of owners who are non-kosher smokehouses, and this is not so much. This is just everyone sharing their passion and doing it. And if you're willing to put in the work to make great barbecue, the other person, not your competitor, and everyone, they love it. That's why Ari and I have a great relationship. Mendel and I have a great relationship, and all these other non-kosher places, because we're just sharing a passion and we're excited to talk about it. My wife can't listen to me talk about barbecue anymore.
My husband is sick of it also. Me talk about food all the time. I'd like to try your coleslaw. If you can pass that over. Absolutely. As you were saying, this is not your typical mayo coleslaw. This is a almost pickled cabbage. Can I call it
vinegar
that?
slaw, I guess.
A vinegar slaw. I think I actually have one on my recipe. I wrote one after first seeing Ari White. See, you got inspired, I got inspired. I came home. I knew that it was no way I was going to start smoking meats. And I started making also a vinegar slaw. I called it a marinated. Okay, let's try that. I didn't try the pickles. So this is kind of like a vinegar-based.
Yeah, southern
sugar?
style vinegar. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yum.
It all works one, with the sauce, with the peppery brisket and the vinegar slaw.
You hearing me crunch? It's terrible. In a good way. Crunch, 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 crunch on the air. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Is this going to take off in Israel? I feel like, or it's so American.
There is going to be another 20 barbecue restaurants going to pop up over the next few years, but most people, unless they put in the work themselves, don't understand the work that is involved to run a barbecue restaurant, a legitimate barbecue restaurant.
Right.
So it's going to happen, but it's a lot of work that has to be done to make a product like this. And ask any, like my friends Isaac Lee, Laserson, Ari White, Mendel, Segal, but it's just, there's no short. It's a lot of work.
Right.
If people are going to try to shortcut it, it'll just show it on the product. So,
Right. Right.
But it is the new hot thing, smoking. But most people don't know the work that is involved to make that.
To make that happen. Unbelievable. This is a fantastic feast. I love the empanadas. That is a great idea for Shabbos. What do you think of like all these companies that are making pre-packaged briskets and stuff? Like it's all a copy of the idea of being able to eat smoked brisket without having to stay up all night. Because I can't.
Listen, it's convenient and it's good, but that's not the product that we're trying to put out.
Right. It doesn't have that smokiness.
There's no shortcuts. Wood and fire. That's what it takes.
Wood and fire. Oh, it's great. My neighbor, he's amazing. He'll smoke all night. Like he'll have it going. And one time he called me, goes like, all your barbecue friends, can you ask them a question? Because the thing went off in the middle of the night. The heat, he lost his heat, and somehow he was worried that the meat had been spoiled. And it was actually, I called up Mordechai Strix, and he told me it was all good.
That's also him. I forgot to mention
Yeah,
as well.
Mordechai's amazing. Big shout out to you. They've all been guests right here on
Uncle
Table
Morty
for
and
Two.
the Mitzvah Girls.
And the Mitzvah Girls, they win also a lot and won
Absolutely.
so many awards.
Absolutely.
I mean, Mendel's unbelievable.
Yeah, listen,
with his
he
award.
has it down to science.
Yeah.
Yeah. So competing is fun, but the way I cook in the restaurant and the way we cook for competitions is two different styles completely. Which comes down to
Let's talk about that.
So we're just saying that I'm having a pop-up in combination with Mendel, Segal, Rabbi Q. We're doing a Kansas City, Texas style barbecue culinary pop-up, which is gonna showcase some of his finest dishes that he does in competitions, and also showcase this new culinary version of barbecue. I hate to say the word culinary because I'm not a chef. I just like to make good food.
It's okay.
But some of the items we're having, which is a 2-week house-cured smoked pastrami, burnt end, which is going to feature on the menu.
What are burnt ends? You hear that name thrown out all the time.
So burnt ends is the fatty part of after you cook the brisket, there's that second cut fatty part left, and they cut it off the brisket and they cube it up, and you could put it in sauce. You don't have to put it in sauce, and you put it back in the smoker for another hour or so. And when you pull it out, it's almost that candy, sticky texture and that fattiness, and it's supposed to melt in your mouth. So we're trying to take that and pastrami it and make it a whole new flavor. We're also gonna smoke and pastrami our own tongues. Is going to be really fun as well. There's going to be a few surprise items as well on the menu. There's also going to be a turn-in plate for the main course, which is going to feature some of Mendel's turn-in ribs, his burnt ends, his brisket, some turkey, and beer pairing as well. So it's going to be a phenomenal event.
Who's running the beer pairings?
Who's running it? Mendel and I are going to choose out all the beers.
I had a very interesting experience in Israel. I don't know if you saw this, Gabriel, while you were still there. Micro beers have become so popular in Israel. I went to this incredible restaurant in the Shuk called Beer Bazaar and Gems. It's another one, a kosher bar or pub with amazing homemade micro beers. Am I saying it right?
That's correct.
It was unbelievable. Pale ale and nitro coffee. I even had have you ever had a nitro coffee?
No, I have not.
Are you a coffee drinker?
Absolutely, all day.
Okay, so it looks like a cup of beer with a white foam head, but it's coffee.
Awesome.
It was amazing. So if you are going to Israel, and I know we've spoken, the last 4 shows have been about Israel, but I'm just going to throw that in there and then name out Beer Bazaar again.
It's all one correlation if you think about it. People want better food. People want better wine. People want better beer. People want
cheese. You
better
know
everything. You realize that the kosher culinary world is evolving.
Natural and Kosher Cheeses, the sponsor of Table for Two. When I always give our shout out, this is Table for Two with Naomi Nachman on the Nachum Segal Network. Our show is sponsored by Natural and Kosher Cheeses, when quality and taste matter. See? Quality and taste matter. They are always upping the ante. Wines, everything. The whole world is gone food mad. We spoke about that last week as well on the show. We're always talking about food, but like how we have to, if you don't keep up, you're out. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I'm seeing it, and you have all the food groups. The love on the food groups for your restaurant is unbelievable.
And people come over to my restaurant. I'm sure you heard it all the time. Your food's amazing. Listen, I tell every customer, I appreciate hearing that every time over and over because of the work that we put into making great barbecue. We're still humbled. Like I'm still the same person I was when I'm doing it from my backyard. The work that's evolved, and we're still honored to hear it every day, and we appreciate the love and support.
Yeah, that's really nice. Are you coming to KFWE? We got to grab you in there. We need you to sell some smoked meats, to serve some smoked meats there.
Well, we were trying. Unfortunately, I had a big event that night as well. But I'm for sure going to try to make it. Obviously, I'm excited. I want to be there. Obviously.
Yeah, it's a great night. I've had a lot of fun there. I think I've been maybe 7 years in a row. Last year it was in a smaller place. It was.
That's correct.
They were hoping to try to change it up a little bit. There was going to be some music, but there's no more music, right?
That's what I heard. Yes.
Yeah. What's up with that? Okay.
Well, listen, I would go alone. Just the fact of having Ari White's food there. And some great wines and pomegranates. It's going to be some phenomenal.
Yeah, they're usually there, right? Are they going to be back there? Do you know about pomegranate being there?
I think so, yes.
I know Ari White's going to be there.
Yeah, Ari's coming. He's always there. He had some crazy stuff last year. Are you into the charcuterie trend?
I'm not into the charcuterie trend. I'm into making my own bacon and stuff. But as far as a charcuterie person, that's not really me. I like doing bacon, veal bacon, lamb bacon, but we're not into the sausage making yet.
This is the candied veal bacon.
Well, it's not candied. It's regular veal bacon, which we do candy.
Oh, it's not candy.
Desserts. This is just regular.
Oh, this
regular, is only 2-week cured and only smoked and only.
Only.
So it's not, but.
But I like this the dried meats.
Yeah, I absolutely love it too, but that's not what I do.
The barbecue flavor on this veal.
Thank you.
It's unreal.
So you have that over a burger, or our newest hottest item is a smoked and fried chicken sandwich, which we use a dark piece of meat. We smoke it and then we marinate it in a coconut milk batter overnight, and then we flour, season, and fry it. And
my God!
We do our own hot sauce, and you add bacon onto that. Forget about it. It's over.
When is that coming?
It's there ready.
Are you open today?
Absolutely.
I'm coming home. Via Crown Heights. Do you ever get time off?
Well, it does help that I work near my store, but as far as time off, I haven't gone on vacation yet since I opened. But
are you ever not fleishik? That's a good question. Are you
today
always
I wasn't fleishik, but usually by 10:30 in the morning I'm fleishiks.
Right, and you probably hold 6 hours because that's
absolutely,
tradition of
so
Chabad.
I drink a lot of black coffee.
Oh my God!
Well, we just fresh espresso we drink, so
right. So
it's not too bad.
I happen to love meat and I love cheeses and I definitely love that, but I need to be milchik at least until lunchtime. I'll be very happy to eat fleishik. Today it's in the morning and I'm fleishik, but it's Friday, so this was absolutely superb. I want to try a few more of the things. I've not tried the wings yet. Okay, how much wings do you order a week?
Oh, we're doing.
I want to know these.
For
He's
Super Bowl
put his hands
Sunday
over
itself,
his face. Oh no, I've stumped him.
After the Super Bowl itself.
Yeah.
We did hundreds and hundreds of pounds of wings, hundreds of pounds.
Oh my God, you have to try that.
So that works really well with the horse radish sauce as well. It works really. You don't know how you can have it plain. You can have it any way you want.
It doesn't need.
It does not. It does not need sauce. But some people are always looking. Wing goes with a dip. Like almost like a blue cheese, except we don't have that.
Yeah.
So, but it's not an item that I could eat every day. I could eat, unfortunately.
I know, right?
Fortunately, unfortunately.
But chicken are these fried? These are
Absolutely.
Smoked and then fried.
Smoked and fried. So you just give them a quick fry, but you have that smoke in there and you have that fry. So it's all components.
Do you smoke it first or fry it first?
We smoke it first. Smoke it first, then fry
Isn't
it.
it already cooked? What does the frying do to it?
Frying gives it that nice crust. Like when you're doing a steak, you want to give it that nice crust on. Same thing with the wing. Worst thing to have is rubbery chicken.
Agreed. Okay, I'm drinking that with some white wine. Both together, right? Did I do good?
Yeah, you did.
Right?
Good.
I did the brisket with a red, the chicken with a white. I'm loving this. Woo, woo, woo. My mouth is a little bit on fire.
If you can mix the wines, that was fine. It's also fine.
I love that you're doing a beer pairing. Okay, so what's up next? Are you going to open another store?
Everyone has an idea. Open here, open there.
Open in the 5 towns.
Open in the 5 towns. Open Manhattan. Open the Farasi Martami. Open up in Great Neck, in Manhattan, in Florida. But at the end of the day, it's not a franchise where you just open another place. The quality that is involved to make great barbecue in one place alone is a full-time job. So at this point, for me to think how are we going to go open another store is going to be tough. We're focused more on expanding our space. That's a priority now.
Right, yeah.
But opening is not on the agenda yet. Maybe in the future I'll change my mind. But as of now, for me, keeping that quality is most important as
We're
of now.
talking less than a year, right?
Half a year.
A half a year.
Yeah, we opened up on my birthday, June 15th. On my birthday, we opened up. I probably had...
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it was the most anxiety I ever had on my birthday by far. But thank
You
God.
can see that he's young if he can say that. He's probably not even... I was going to say, you definitely... I don't want to guess your age, but you're probably not even... I know you're nowhere near 40.
I'm 28.
He's not even 30. I thought maybe you're 31 at the most. 28. Wow, that is amazing. Look what you have accomplished. It's unreal.
It's a good feeling every day. It wouldn't happen without my wife and my family and support. And my family helps me out a lot in the restaurant, so that definitely helps.
Are you doing catering?
We're doing a bunch of catering. We're doing actually, a few Sheva Brachas tonight. We're doing a few events next week. I'm working on an
You
event
pack
now.
it up and you send it out.
Both, whatever they want. We're very we do on a Thursday night. We have a smoked prime rib. which you do a 32-ounce smoked and then a finished on the grill prime rib, which is phenomenal. So, whatever the person's budget is, we're willing to work. But we're doing parties, Baruch Hashem, every week. We're actually working on a new event now in Florida, which is not out yet. We're looking for a final date.
It's a secret on here on
You heard
Table
it
for
first here.
Two.
I'm trying to with Chassid Hipster out of Florida with Yo Schwartz. We're trying to do a pop-up together. We're working on. So we're just trying to do a bunch of stuff.
I have not had, speaking of Chassid Hipster, I've had Yuda Schleiss's food. He's actually married to a fellow Aussie. I love his food. So talented, so amazing. And then he has this partner down in Florida who I've not had his food because then whenever we're in Florida, we either miss it by a day or I've got the kids with us and,
Or you're at Zach the Baker.
Or Zach, I have not been there yet.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? I have got to get down there. I'm working this. You're also going away. We're all going away for Pesach. I'm going to be at the Doral with Ram Caterers. Last year I was there with Ari. Unfortunately for me, he's not returning. But I'm going to be down there with Ram Caterers doing cooking classes. So if you are thinking about an amazing high-end Pesach program, this is it. It's the non-stop food, beautifully presented day in and day out. And I believe, to give out your Pesach program also a shout out, where Nachum Segal is also going to be there, of course, with Ilan Kornblum, yourself, Chef Chaya, Katsuji, ETC, Breadberry,
Mayor Elias.
Mayor. He's also in our group. Yep.
Yeah, Albert. It's going to be
Albert Bijot. Chef Albert.
It's going to be, the food over there is going to be ridiculous.
Ridiculous, yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, but I think Pesach programs have become synonymous with that. My dad ran a Pesach program when I was growing up in Australia. It was the only one in Sydney.
So you never saw him?
No, so it was over Pesach we didn't really see him. He'd come around for Seder, but he was the I don't know how they call it, the tour operator and the caterer. Like, he hired the caterer, like it was all, under his auspices. And you know what they had in the tea room? Tea, coffee, cake, biscuits, maybe some milk, sugar, lemon for you. That was it. In this day and age, what a tea room means is a fresh between the banquets, right? Like, it's unbelievable what has become. Oh, what is that?
Speaking of the tea room, exactly. So we actually brought some.
Did that remind you to bring out the dessert?
Absolutely, you have to have dessert, right?
Can I just say he's the best guest we've ever had? Not that I don't love all my other guests. I'm sending you hugs. But not only did he bring us a platter, he brought us desserts. Okay.
So here we have actually a deconstructed pecan. It wasn't supposed to be deconstructed. It happened in the bag, but we have a fresh pecan pie we have as well.
Okay.
Then we have a...
Good for you that you make desserts.
Yeah, we try. We have
Do you have someone special in-house?
Yes, absolutely. My mother makes the desserts every day.
Really?
In the store, absolutely.
That is gorgeous.
Absolutely.
My mum used to do the Pesach baking at my dad's
That's
Pesach
awesome.
hotel. I think that's fantastic. Good for you. I like that you hire your mummy. Okay, I'm going to take a little pecan pie. I'm going to pass that to ZK.
Then we have a Boston cream pie with Boston chocolate cream pie with Oreo cookies on top.
It's nice when you can go out to a good restaurant.
Sorry?
It's nice when you can go to a restaurant and have really good dessert.
It's simple,
Ooh.
southern, Jewish desserts. Homemade. That's all it is, then. And right over here we have one of our hottest desserts is the peanut butter mousse.
Oh, bring
pie.
it. Send that right on over. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, this is amazing. I gotta stop eating. It's Shabbos. Delicious. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, that's the peanut butter one. I think I have a lot of forks. Okay, all right. Here we go. Peanut. No peanut butter. Not for ZK. I love the fresh baked goods, and I just want to mention that if you have fresh baked goods, if you have friends in Israel that want fresh baked goods, or you want to send them fresh baked goods for Purim, for Shabbat, you can go to Gilly's Goodies, GILIS, and send them some fresh baked goods. They have hamantashen, they've got cookies, they've got cakes, they have chocolates, they have everything you can want. And they also, you can do mishloach manot. They also will send to the chayalim at the IDF all over the country a beautiful package. So if you do order from Gilly's Goodies, you can also send something to the chayalim. I think it's so nice. David Ehrlich, the owner of Gilly's Goodies, has done something beautiful for Table for Two. He's giving our listeners a 10% discount. So you definitely want to order one for your loved ones for mishloach manot and send one to the chayalim. We have a discount code special for our listeners again. That's Table42. That's the discount code. TABLE, number 4, number 2. When you're ordering, you'll get 10% off, and that's gillysgoodies.com. Make sure you try to send something for your friends. I know that I've got a kid in Israel for the year, and I've been sending her stuff through Gilly's Goodies. And my BFF made Aliyah this past summer, and she'll be getting some surprises soon. Now she's going to hear it on the radio. So, it's a really nice thing to be able to do. There's something really special about eating desserts at the end of a meal, and
absolutely,
especially when it's come from a loved one or you've gone out to eat with a loved one, So check out gillysgoodies.com. Guys, this has been a really action-packed show. A lot of eating, a lot of drinking. We're very excited for KFWE. Good drinking. It's always good drinking right here on Table for Two.
Oh, yeah.
If people do want to are there any tickets left? Are they all sold out?
I believe they're all sold out, but they can always contact us on the Facebook page, Real Wine Corp. And we'll see if we have any tickets left.
Or some people may want to switch them out because something came up and they couldn't come.
Try the website kfwny.com, and if there are tickets available, you'll be able to buy them on our website.
On the website. Now, I don't know if you heard the first half of the show, but Gabriel was talking about some of the restaurants. There's going to be a lot of great food there as well. You know what I really like? I know it's terrible. Gribbets. Gribbets. Am I saying it right? Gribbets. Gribbinus. Seeing you're saying it wrong. Pomegranate gribbinus is out of this world. Have you tried it?
No, I haven't.
You got to go. We'll meet up at the pomegranate station. Go early. Media gets to go in a little bit early. We'll get you in early. We'll get the pomegranate's always got something. Now Ari's going to be there. He's usually there early also. I can try some of that. But yeah, when you eat it, think of me because it's the good stuff. That's why we get our cholesterol.
You should try if you're gonna taste some grievance this time too. You should definitely have some sparkling wine with that.
Sparkling wine.
Absolutely. Some champagne.
Champagne and grivet. That is such a mix-up.
Oh yeah. We have the Drapier champagne from France. Also the Rothschild, the new champagne.
I love that Drapier. I did a really crazy thing with that Drapier. I did a show with Jay the first week in January. Okay, so we did the show live in Gourmet Glatt, and Jay, it was the start of the new sponsorship with National and Kosher Cheeses.
Yeah.
And I said, let's start off the sponsorship. Jay will bring on some Drapier and we'll toast the new season. So we had some on the show. We did some cheese pairings, and then I bought the rest. Jay said, take the rest home. So I bought I put some saran wrap over the champagne bottle, and I brought it back to my house. I left it on the counter. I took an old cork and I put it in. And I wanted to make sure that I had it in properly. So I gave it a little shake. Never, ever give a little shake to champagne with a cork in it. I was wearing this shaitel, which was freshly washed for the show. It blew up all over my ceiling,
Oh wow.
all over my. I just painted my kitchen, all over my ceiling, all over my shaitel, all over my floor. I'm like, this cost $50 a bottle at least, right?
Yeah.
And I was covered in Drapier champagne. That is amazing. When you do go to KFWE, just hang out by the Drapier table.
Like nothing like a champagne shower.
Oh my God, I had a champagne shower. It was. Have you ever had it?
No.
You got to have it. It is unreal. And the Laurent, the pink one. That's like $150 a bottle. So if you spill that on the floor, you take a straw and you suck it up. That's an incredible champagne. So I look forward to like hanging out there. The first time I had it was at KFWE. You get a big wine education there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, champagne in general. If you're talking champagne, are the best wines to pair with food. They pair with almost anything you throw at them, whether it's smoked, deep fried smoked wings, or grievances, or schnitzel.
Schnitzel. Do you make schnitzels? You're making.
We do smoked fried chicken sandwiches, which
Oh,
is,
we
which is
were
a
just talking
steroid
about.
version of schnitzel, technically.
Steroid version.
Veal, salad, fish. I mean, everything.
Yum, 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 yum. What's your favorite thing to cook?
You cook?
Yeah.
I don't ever cook at home, ever.
Did you ever cook at home?
Never.
So was your wife shocked me like, you want to open a what?
Absolutely. Everyone was like, "What are you doing? What is wrong with you?" He's obviously gone mad. You know,
Check him into the mental hospital.
For me, just brisket is one of my favorite things cooking. Fried chicken. I love making fried chicken.
Were you like that before?
Never. I never cooked in my life before. Barbecue almost opened up my eyes. Before that, I used to drink Jeunesse. I used to love Jeunesse. So now I can't put you start want finer wines. There's nothing wrong with that. But now I can't drink it.
Really?
Too sweet for me now.
Oh, I happen to love Jeunesse.
It's
The
sweet.
red, the white.
It's off dry.
Yeah, that's
Instead
why
it's
I
sweet,
like it. See, I
as we
find
call
this
it.
a little dry. That this Segal is a little dry, more as Jeunesse.
Yeah, it's
So-
very. It's appropriate for the
Girls.
transition from sweet wine
It's a dry one.
Right,
dry
right.
wine.
So I think yeah. My husband loves Moscatos and the cream of lagers, whatever. Everyone's got something. My kids probably like it too. All the ones that are over 21, of course. And we drink responsibly. That's not even a joke. With orange muscat, brilliant
Oh.
dessert wine.
Very nice.
Right, you don't have a liquor license, right?
We don't have one yet. We're working on our beer and wine, but honestly, until our space gets bigger, we're probably not going to have it.
Right. Are you pushing next door? Or are you going to move to a new spot?
As of now, we're in the process of pushing next door. It's taking us longer than we want to, so
Does that feel familiar?
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll just go down, knock some walls down, and
If
build it
only
up.
it was so easy.
I know, right? Lots of building permits, probably, right? You have to do building departments, health department. All the crazy stuff. Bureaucracy, we gotta love it. Okay, this is Table for Two with Naomi Nachman on the Nachum Segal Network. I just want to thank my guests for coming in and bringing us this feast. We had Gabriel Geller from the Royal Wine Corp bringing us delicious wines. We had Sruly, AKA-tezy Eidelman, bringing us an incredible smoked platter. Can I call it a smoked platter?
Naomi platter.
The Naomi platter. Make sure you ask for that. Only Izzy will know what you're talking about. CK, this was a great show, right? We had so much fun. This is Table for Two. Our show is sponsored by Natural and Kosher Cheeses, where quality and taste matter. Remember to sign out for Gilly's Goodies. They got amazing stuff. We got Purim coming up like any minute now. It's very, very soon. Make sure you go onto my website. I've got some great Pesach recipes, theausiegourmet.com. We have music sponsored by our friends at Kedem, right up until Licht Benching. Stay tuned. Want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom.